Hi, welcome to the webinar today. My name is Orpheus. I am from the product team of Upstox. So, as you know, we have sent you a latest email. It talks something about FoxTrader. So, we have also introduced yourself to the new platform of partner platforms. So, this is a new concept of partner platforms that we are going towards. So, as you know, we already have platforms like the mobile application of Upstox Pro. Then we also have a web version of Upstox Pro. But there was always a need of having a desktop application as well. So that is where we came across a platform which is none other than FoxTrader. So we thought of getting this platform integrated with Upstox. So this just a brief about FoxTrader, what it is. So this is a platform of a company called as Reliable Softwares. So Reliable Software is a company who is actually building some very good products for the capital market. They also have a long running product. The name of the product is like Falcon 7. So that has been a charting product for them. It has very good tools for in terms of analysis. Thought of bringing up a new product which also has some part of integration in it, some part of trading integration in it. So that is where they actually created FoxTrader. So FoxTrader gives you an ability to analyze the markets. They have some great charting tools, and on top of that, you can also trade from that application as well. So this is the platform that we are bringing up. The name of the application is like FoxTrader. So this is an exe based platform, so you have to actually download it into your Windows operating system, and you can actually start using it. So the information for this particular product is available on the website. So you can see you're currently viewing the website URL. So the website URL is like upstox.com/product/partner platforms/FoxTrader. So this is like the basic screenshots about what we are going to provide you with FoxTrader. So just to show you how this all works and how it looks like, we this firstly this platform is like huge in terms of feature offering and everything. So we have actually uh, splitted this particular webinars into two. So you will have one webinar today in which to whom I'll just be introducing you and showing you how FoxTrader looks like and how you can use it with Upstox. But the second webinar we will be having will be on Wednesday, that is like 2 days from now, and it'll be same again at 1 p.m. itself. So in that we will have an expert from Reliable Software itself. He will be conducting that webinar and he'll be speaking on all the advanced features and everything and how it works with FoxTrader. So today I'll be showing you how you can start using FoxTrader with Upstox. So I'll just switch my screen to the application of FoxTrader. Just a second. Yes, so this is the platform you're currently viewing. So this is FoxTrader. You can see a lot of numbers and a lot of graphs and everything out here. So when you actually log into this application, you will see your screen will be in like divided into two. One portion will be completely dedicated for the trading kind of tools like your order book, trade book, position book, holdings, and your limits. So this space has actually been reserved for this kind of tools. Whereas the first half of the screen is dedicated to your analysis. So when I say analysis, it could be some data like a market watch or some kind of an option chain, or any graphical representation of the data will be available into the first half. And the second half, you will be seeing whatever orders and trades you can like put this into. So just a small thing, like if you have any questions, we also have a live chat that has been running side by your video during this webinar. So if you have any questions, we have a team of reliable softwares out there. They'll be helping out with whatever questions you have. So as you can see in this particular software, it is divided into two. So the first half is dedicated for your analysis. The second half is actually dedicated to your trading related activities. So this current screen that you're viewing, it is of nothing but a market watch. So in this market watch, I have added this particular scripts, so you can see all the scripts out here. Some smart things available with FoxTrader, which might be available with other platforms as well. But this is something that you can actually view into market watch, is like what events that are currently happening with this particular script. So there is a filter that is directly available with the FoxTrader. If there's a large trade that is coming in, then that event is actually captured out here. Then there is also a candle formation pattern. This is called as a pattern recognition. So if there's any uh, pattern forming on a candlestick kind of a chart, then you will be able to see what kind of a pattern is getting formed. So even that could be helpful for you. Another thing is like if you go after, if you just check this part out here, it shows you an OHLC representation of your pivot points. So this is where the actual LTP is going up. This is how, whether it is actually hitting the resistance or a support levels, you can find in a graphical way. Then the second part of this is like the percentage change. So for one particular script, say I say ITC, so what is the percentage change for this particular thing? So you can also change these columns by changing these fields. So say if I want to change my percentage change and I want to analyze something else, then you can just change something from here, say previous turnover in crores. So this thing gets changed. So if you want to change something else, so this percentage change, so average rate. So say pre-open, if you want to see as per pre-open how it performs, so this is how you will be able to see out here. If you don't want this particular things out here, you just want a plain kind of a market watch, you can just go and untick OHLC and see custom from here, and you'll get a plain market watch out here. If you want to do some analysis on that, then you can just go here and click on this. So how do you add a market watch? You can just go to FoxTrader. You can click on this FoxTrader. You have to come to group management, and you can create a new watch list of yours. So see, I'll just say like Upstox, and I'll click on this to add a script. I'll write a name of a company, say like Axis Bank. So this is currently in future, so I'll do cash out here and click on apply. And this has been applied, and click on save. So a watch list with the name as market Axis Bank has been created here. Now, if I want to add that particular watch list, you can just go, can just right click on this particular market watch. After right clicking, you can go to add a group. You can click on any, and you will see some predefined watch lists are already present out there. And in this watch list, if you just select and if you just double click on this, then that particular watch list with all the scripts out there will be loaded into this. But if you also want something based on an industry or something, so that bifurcations are also available here. So as per uh, a banking services, you want all the scripts of banking services, and you can just switch it to industries. You can select double click on banking, and those scripts will be loaded out here. But how about I just created a watch list of my own, so I want to see that. So you can just click on user defined, and in user defined you will see Upstox. So this is how, if you double click on this, Axis Bank will be shown here. So this is something that is available with FoxTrader, all the predefined watch lists as well as custom defined as well. So this is one part of one great thing about FoxTrader is having predefined watch lists for all the industries and all the sectors out here. Now, if I want to see how the charting works with FoxTrader, is like I can just like add some chart. I can just view some chart out here. I'll just click on the charts. So once I click on chart, I'll be taken. It will open a new tab basically. So this is how a new tab is opened. So as of now, you can see there is some chart that is formed out here, and the chart. So it is of Bharat Petroleum. You can see out here, and it's a 15-minute chart. If I want to change the interval, I can change it. And the best thing about FoxTrader is like they give you a 1 second interval as well. So as per 1 second, it works like a tick chart. So if you're looking out for something called as a tick chart, then that is actually available in FoxTrader. The refresh happens at every 1 second though. So you can actually change it as per your needs. So I'll just change this thing into a line chart, so I'll be able to identify it in a proper way. So I'll go here, I'll do line, and this thing actually starts getting formed in as in a line way. So this is the line chart that you're actually viewing. If you don't want to see a tick chart, you want something like a 1 minute, so you can do a 1 minute, and I'll do candles from here, and this is my candle chart. So this is the chart that these are the charts that are available with FoxTrader. Uh, the one important thing out here to understand is like as a trader, you might require some tools like indicators and drawings and everything. So that everything is available with FoxTrader, that too in a much better way. So they have something called as a study manager. So if you can just right click and click on the study manager, it opens a box. So I'll just remove everything for now. So this is like the normal study manager you have. So study manager is something where FoxTrader has created multiple things into the charting. So if you click on add, you will see those multiple things. So one part is dedicated to studies. So studies is like all the indicators that you have. So there are like 213 indicators. They also have various different things such as lines, patterns, some conditions that you want to give, or some signals that you want to get generated, or some strategies such as backtesting and everything you need to do. So there are various other things which also can be added with the help of studies. So that's the reason they have created a study manager separately. So if I have different things available, so say if I have this thing available, so I'll apply this. Then I want to also add a condition or something. So if I add a condition as well, so you'll see the all the entries into this particular study manager, so that you can manage it well from here. So study manager is a huge concept like in FoxTrader. So this particular thing will be covered in the second webinar that we have. Uh, we will also the expert from reliable, he will also actually tell you how to use this study manager. He'll also perform 2 3 exercises on the basis of how you can perform the conditions and how you can do back testing. And there is also a concept of planned orders which is available in FoxTrader. So planned order is something wherein normally when a signal is generated, automatically an order is created, and it gets I'll show you just a second. So there is something called as plan orders. So whenever a normal signal is generated here, you'll find an entry of an order out right out here, and you can just place that order at one touch. So think about, you are actually working on a super trend indicator, so you don't have to actually see where the crossover is happening. So whenever there is a crossover, whenever there is any kind of a crossover, could it be a buy or a sell, automatically an order entry will be generated and you will see the entry out here. The only thing is that you need to push that particular orders and you need to place the orders. But the thing is like it makes your task a little easy, because you don't have to actually track that particular stock. all the, if you're running a strategy on like multiple stocks, like 10 stocks, you don't have to track like 10 stocks. Automatically that work is done by the system, and an order entry is actually generated in this plan order. So your work will be only to just click on a do button out here, which is going to go and execute your orders. So that is something that which is like very important, and that we will be covering in the second webinar that we have on Wednesday. So the charting thing will be covered mostly on in Wednesday. Then one, I'll just shift myself to the second part. Second part is related to showing a little bit of data. So I have something called as pivot points. So if you want to see what are the pivot points for a certain particular basket of shares, such as a Nifty 50. So I have Nifty 50 out here. If I want to do it on some other, so I can just select and apply that. As of now, I'll keep it to Nifty 50. So once I input Nifty 50, I'll see all the scripts of Nifty 50 and what are the support and resistance level. So this is basically a kind of a data table that you are able to see here. So this will show me all the pivots and all the resistance and support lines out here. Then I'll come to something called as a derivative summary. So derivative summary is giving you an information about derivatives. So I have currently added a stock of Cipla out here. So once I click on Cipla and when I add some bars out here, it gives me a history of last 20 trading sessions. So I have got a history of last trading 20 trading sessions in terms of what is the future volume of this particular stock, then what was the volume for value for call or put traded, and all this information which you will actually require for your trading. So they also have something called as a PC ratio. So basically a put call ratio. So which is not provided by most of the platforms. So which is actually available out here. So that brings out an additional points in FoxTrader. Then you can see actual a graphical representation of the data. So if I want to see as per the dates what has been quantity has been traded and how much is the open interest. So I have selected quantity and open interest out from here, and this is the graphical representation of that particular data. So I can also rotate this as I want. If I'm not able to visually take a view from one side, so you can actually rotate it and see. You can also elevate it if you want it like much straighter, so you can make it straighter and you can actually see. So these are being some of the plus points with FoxTrader. Then here you will also see some bars. So if you want to see it in a different way, not in this graphical way, but if you want to see a data on a day by day basis, so the PCR ratio or the put call quantity or the open interest, you can actually see out here and you can compare and you can make better trading decisions. Then the last thing that we have is an option chain. So this is an option chain that we have. So you can actually change all the parameters out here if you want the underlying to be calculated as per cash. So you can do cash and click on apply, and this changes into a cash rate. Then with option chain, there are few things which are actually important and are hardly found with anybody, is like theoretical price and the intrinsic value, then the probability of change, then various other things like I'll just show you how to select your columns out here so you'll get an access. So you can just right click on this, you click on column selection, and you'll see this many columns are entirely available in FoxTrader. So this makes the trading experience even better to trade when you have a lot of information available with you. So you can add any of the columns that you want, like a row call or a theta call, and once you click on it, it gets added out here itself. So you can also customize, you can also rearrange a column if you want to like change the position of any of the column in any of the tabs, not only in option chain but also in market watch and everything. All kind of customization is actually possible. So this is the second half is basically related to the graphical representation of open interest and its change. So if you want to see what was the open interest and all the change, you will actually see in this particular section. So this all is actually available in FoxTrader. So the best important thing is like, if what if I want to customize my application in all certain ways. So if I don't want my order booked out here, I want my order book something out here, so even that is possible. You just need to pull this out. So say about a trade book. So you're just putting a trade book out here. So I can actually put my trade book out here as well. So you don't have to exactly go and you just have to compromise on these tabs. You can move these tabs up, you can bring these tabs down. If you want to float this particular tabs, then you can just actually float it out, and you can keep it on a different screen if you're using a multi-monitor or something. If you want to if there's something called as charting. So in charting, if you want to move your charts completely out of the software, even that is possible. If you're using like two different monitors out for your analysis, and you want to maintain chart separately from the trading activities, then you can just pop those chart out from the software itself. So even that is possible with FoxTrader. So now these are all the basic things that are actually available in FoxTrader. We will talk on the most advanced features and how they work on Wednesday. So an expert from Reliable will be out here, and he'll be explaining you how to use the entire platform. Just to tell you, like, if you want to get the application right away, then you can do it. So for that, let me switch my screen to our website. Just a second. So on this page, you have to come to this URL. So this is upstox.com/product/partner platform/FoxTrader. So once you come to this particular platform, you'll be seeing uh, this particular webinar, the video link to the webinar. It is nothing but it will take you to this particular webinar itself. But one important thing to note here is FoxTrader is not free of cost. So there is some charge available to it. Uh, the charges has been listed here. So FoxTrader is available in two different versions. One is a standard. The second one is a premium version. So there is some difference out here, and you can actually you get a standard version. uh, and to get this version, what we have done is like, for the first month, your first month of service will be completely free. So once you log into the application for the first time, we are giving you a 1 month of free trial, wherein you can actually experience the app and see whether it is like very feasible for you or not, and how to use the applications before going and actually start using it. So you'll have 1 month of free service, and then after it will be charged in this particular way. So the platform is charged as per segment. So like for NSC, if you're purchasing a standard one, you need to pay like 700 per month for NSC. So you can subscribe for the packages from the software itself. Now, second important thing is like, if you want to start using it right away, you can just come to this particular thing. You can click on download FoxTrader, and you can actually download the exe. And once you download, just install it, and there will be a basic registration process wherein you need to fill in your some details. And so once you fill in those details, you can log in into the application. So basically, a free credit of 3200 will be provided to you. It is nothing but something related, something. It is basically equal to a 1 month of 1 month of free access. So you can what we want is like, you can just download the application right away. You can just go and see how it works for the next 2 days. And on Wednesday, you will might be having some of the more questions or something like that. So we will have a webinar on Wednesday, so you can get most of your questions answered out there. So currently we are available on the chat. So if you have any questions, you can just write it there, and we will answer those. So that's all about from the webinar today. So see you on Wednesday, and the link for the next webinar is just available below this video. So you can just see there is a link which says next webinar, and the link to that webinar is available just below this. So you can join the webinar of Wednesday by clicking on that link. So that link will be available out here. So thanks everyone.